All right. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Kakwadash, and give double honor to the apostle, Jim, and Stereo as well. Peace, blessing, salutation to Yakim and the Aquaf tuning in. And the Israelite frontiers that are scattered. This is Shaqual Karab. I'm not going to make this lesson long, but pretty much, this video, what you're going to see is very disturbing. And this is the state of our women, and this is what Esau wanted. And again, just read the book of Willie Lynch letter. I'm gonna tell you something like this. Majority of the so-called black woman is like this. Majority of the so-called Puerto Rican, which are the Ephraimite women, are like this as well. It's a lot of Issacharite, Zebulonite women that are like this as well. Being in Richmond, I see, Northern Kingdom a lot, and I run across a lot of Northern Kingdom women, and then I run across a lot of Judite women, and all I can say is it's kind of hard dealing with either one. I'm gonna just let the video play. Then I'm gonna bring forth scriptures. Again, disturbing. But again, this is we're living in those days where everything's gonna be made manifest. Jake has no cloak for their sin. Wickedness is being shown and broadcasted in front of you, because the real prophets, according to Yahweh, by the spirit of power of Yahweh Yahushua, have been sent on the earth to let our people know their transgressions and sing that song to our people and bid them to come to the marriage. So it's our duty to show them the correct way prior to what those weak at man, yo. Boy, oh boy, I've been in this class, at this, being, I'm not gonna put my business out there, but I'm in the classroom, and man, I can't believe Jake, I can't believe these old ass niggas. I think he might be like 60 something, man. I don't know, but he's an old Jake, which, every day since I've been in, this nigga talks about getting the stuff in you, man. They show videos. I go to the school for another trade, but I hear about the stuff. It was only a week class, but my goodness. So then he goes on to say, he rants about he attends the church, and then he was talking about how about his wife, married for 40 some years, and he was basically saying, if you want happy life, happy wife, on whatever you do, listen to your wife, and I'm like, yo, due to weak ass Jake, weak ass niggas, beta simps, manjanas, this is what you see. Hold on, Shalaki. And this is the mother. This is the mom speaking to her daughter.
My womb has reset itself. It has reset itself. So, bitch, my womb. Okay, you bitch, have 4 kids. Zero. It's 2021. I ain't got no motherfucking kids. Stop playing with me. You have 4 kids, so that means 3 different niggas nutted in a crackhead's daughter. Okay, so. Or whatever. So you just gonna sit here and look at me like this? I don't like you. You ain't got to like me, bitch. I ain't the fuck thing. You should not like my womb has reset itself. It has reset itself. So, bitch, my womb. Okay, you bitch, have 4 kids. Zero, bro. It's 2021. I ain't got no motherfucking kids. Stop playing with me. You have 4 kids, so that means 3 different niggas nutted in a crackhead's daughter. Okay, so technically, your dad.
You see how they raise them? You know what I'm saying? The daughter clearly got no respect for the mother. And the mother, they on live, putting both of their business on Front Street just for views. A freak for attention has no moral compass, guys. And you know, they natural, mother and daughters, they natural competitors anyway. It's just naturally that way. Because obviously she really don't care at this point.
You know, when you read the book of Willie Lynch letter, it shows you how the so-called black woman, she was big for economics. She was she was a very, how you say, she was an object that was very needful and useful for the New World Order, just like the agenda, just like when the serpent beguiled Eve. It's the same thing today. And it's manifest. Again, just read Willie Lynch letter, and you will see how, I forgot what book, but it basically says how the mother would make her daughter hard, and then, you know, if she had a son, she would make him effeminate, but very, you know, strong, but mentally weak. Meaning, you know, he'll go out there and be physically strong, you know, be a nigga, you know, a terrorist. But then, you know, when it comes to his mental state, he's very weak. He easily to be controlled. But again, I said, I'm gonna let this video play.
He's still fucked though. Facts. Not the best, you know, lick, but yeah.
I ain't know he was your daddy. Your daddy ain't got no goddamn dick. Your daddy ain't got no motherfucking dick. Tell my your daddy fuck son. Your daddy ain't fuck shit. Yo, bitch, I fucked your dad. Bitch.
I'm gonna get to these scriptures. Yo, like I said, the B-dub through Ezekiel. So Ezekiel 16:44. Behold, everyone that uses proverbs shall use this proverb against thee, saying, as is the mother, so is the daughter. So basically, her mother is going to raise her up to be a whore, a slut, through, mentally destroyed, the trauma. And it's crazy because you know, when you speak to a lot of these so-called black women, you know, if they do like open up to you, they will, you know, these women can be 30, 40, 50 years old, and if they open up to you, they will literally they will tell you something that happened to them in their early age that they still haven't recovered from. And, you know, again, this mother, she's talking about her dad ain't nothing, and, you know, she down on her, and, you know, our people are through, man. Scripture says, there's no whore of the daughters. It says, Deuteronomy 23:17. It says, there shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel. I'm going to read Sirach 30. Well, Salaki. Moving ahead of myself. I'm going to let this video play, then I'm going to bring forth these scriptures. Salaki. Salaki.
And quite frankly, I fucked him for $100 again since I club at sex that night, bitch. So I can go pussy pop in the VIP section where Big Dick Balls was at. Cause your small dick daddy, he wasn't no motherfucking baller. He wasn't no motherfucking baller.
I ain't heard Big Dick Baller in a minute. What was this? This was 2003? What's going on here? What happened?
He was sitting at that broke nigga some goddamn coochie, paying $100 for coochie for car sets, bitch. Hell no. I gotta start my motherfucking live over because what you ain't gonna do is fucking embarrass me on my motherfucking live over. It's a new goddamn year. It's a new motherfucking year. I ain't taking no fucking L's this year, bitch. I'm a shit or whatever.
You take a L every day you breathing, baby. You taking an L just putting all your business out here on live. Cut that shit out.
Fuck wrong with you, hoe? Fuck is wrong with you? That's what's wrong with you, motherfucker. Now you know what? You's a fucked up individual. You's a fucked up individual. You just fucked up. You need to go to one of them fucking therapy sessions or something. A fucking counselor, bitch, or whatever. I don't blame you, baby dad. That's why I take his side. I feel sorry for him. I feel sorry for him.
And as she even raised this girl, just imagine that she's talking, and there's women like this talking to their daughters on a daily basis. No type of inspiring, maybe the granny or whoever, like you said, according to the state, I don't got no kids. So whoever's raising this girl has no respect for her mother has no respect for her daughter, and she's on Facebook going live talking shit. Like, you need that counseling, you need therapy. Man, what about you, baby? I mean, she probably 17, you probably 34, but look much older than that.
I do. I really fucking do. You didn't get that fucking retarded shit from me. You got it from your little dick daddy. You got baby of a little dick syndrome. Downfall issues. That's what it is. Kids that come from daddies with little dicks, they got fucking issues. You got motherfucking not SIDS. You ain't got no fucking SIDS, bitch. You got little dick daddy syndrome. That's what it is. Your daddy got a little dick and it fucked you up. Or whatever. That's all it was or whatever. That's why you and the last two fucking retarded. You know, Cap?
Go ahead and take that L, baby. You trying to make
That shit. Scripture says, here's a couple. It says, Proverbs 22:6, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. So, if she trained up her daughter in this steed, in this fashion, this way, hey, when she gets old, she's gonna destroy her kids. And again, hold on. Yeah, if these women open up, bear with me. Yeah, so it's this is the law, statutes, and commandments. It says Deuteronomy 6:7. It says, and thou shalt teach them diligent to thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house. But you heard otherwise. And when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up, and thou shalt bind them for a sign upon thine hand. Proverbs 29:17. Correct thy son, he shall give thee rest. Yeah, he shall delight unto thy soul. Matter of fact, let me see something. Bear with me. Yeah, Leviticus 19:29. It said, do not prostitute thy daughter. I'm going to tell you something. These women that's, I'm pretty sure she done told her niggas ain't shit. Don't depend on no man. As a matter of fact, it was just Judite chick. You know, she was in the classroom and, you know, talking about her, I guess, husband dude she was with, and, you know, say he was a truck driver, and, you know, the teacher was like, don't he bring home the money, whatever, such and such, such and such, because she talked about he messing with lot lizards and all that, basically insecurities, typical woman, and then after, you know, the teacher said, you know, don't he make sure you're good and, you know, bring home the money. She was like, well, she just had, my point is she just had to say, she was just entitled to say, I make my own money. I got my own business. And I was just like, what? You know, she's the only chick in the class. And you know, she she looks just like this chick. I'm not gonna say face wise, but she got that real masculine spirit on her. And you know, you tell these you know you know this the you know how Salaki, let me slow down. These women's mothers have told them, what's that, the baby boomer date, whatever how they call it, you know, the 50-year-old the woman that's 50 in their 60s now, which are still in clubs trying to find a young guy. They had told their daughters what you see in this video, telling their daughters, look, they don't need a man. But what ends up happening is they end up prostituting themselves to Esau. They depend on the government. They look for Esau for handouts, making them mentally instilled in their mind that Esau is her pimp. And that's what you're doing. You tell your daughter you don't need no man. You get your own money. You be independent. That strong black woman. You're prostituting that daughter. You giving her mind to love this system. You're prostituting her mind to cause her to be a whore, and that's what all she's doing: sexual liberation, Section 8, food stamps, a career, school, and so forth. You're prostituting that daughter. You're not saying depend on your man. You say, yo, go ahead and not depend on Esau. You know, he gonna make sure, as long as you carry on the tradition of, wickedness and evil and destruction of the household, the family, he gonna give you that bag. He gonna make sure you stay. You gonna make sure you stay above your man. So lest the land fall to whoredom, and that's right in front of us, and the land become full of wickedness. That's why going prior to 1950s and 60s, the so-called black woman has ran the so-called black community. And you see what's going on. It's not rocket science. It's like I'm all over the place. Bear with me. Again, you can read the chapters of Sirach 25 and 26 as well. I'm going to read this. I'm going to end it. Because she was talking about some, baby penis, whatever, and all, man, you tell your, that's another thing, man. When these girls have kids, man, they don't love these dudes. They don't honor them. They don't show them no respect. They don't. And it's crazy because, when I remember me growing up, my dad passed away. I was real young, and I always inquired of him. What about my dad? How was he? Who was he? To such and such and such. And my mom always taught me good things about him. And what made me, when I was growing up, I wanted to be like my father. And when these women, all they do is tell their kids, your daddy ain't shit. Your daddy was this, and that fucks them up, man. Again, if a so-called black woman opens up to you, and she can be in her 40s or her 50s, she may tell you something that happened to her in her young age And you can see how it still affects her to this day. And this is what the so-called black woman, you fucking mothers and you grandmothers and you fucking aunts have done. And that's why, to be honest with you, man, that's why I'm glad this stuff is going around. That Esau wants you people to get that stuff in you. Because you thought you escaped wickedness, man. It says, Sirach 30, he said, he that loveth his son causeth him oft to feel the rod, that he may have joy of him in the end. He that chasteneth his son shall have joy in him, and shall rejoice of his among his acquaintance. He that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy. See that? And before his friends he shall rejoice of him. That's my son. That's my son. Though his father die, yet he is as though he were not dead. Because whatever his father, what his father told him, it's the same resemblance, man. He took hold of his word, just like when King David told King Solomon to be strong, follow the law. When you saw King Solomon, you saw King David. For he have left one behind him that is like himself. While he lived, he saw and rejoiced in him. And when he died, he was not sorrowful. He left behind him an avenger against his enemies. And today, these kids are faggots, man. And one that shall requite kindness to his friends. He that maketh too much of his son shall bind him his wounds and his bowels. Matter of fact, is this? Salaki. Hold on. Hold on. Salaki. Rejoice not. Let me see. Salaki. Damn, Salaki. Trying to find. Damn. Oh, here we go. Salaki. Hey, Akim Salaki. Let me see where I'm gonna start at. It was a good point to start 32. 30 as well. Let me see where I'm gonna start. Well, let me see. Well, I'm gonna start at verse 9. It says, for the blessing of the father establisheth the houses of children, but the curse of the mother rooteth out foundations. That's the nigga woman. She messes the whole family up. She messes up the household. She tears everything up. Destroys the children, destroys the son and the daughter. Destroys every goddamn thing. Big mama. And when that dude, the instructor, was talking like he was talking, I'm like, yo, this is why families are broken up. Because these weak ass men even allow their fucking wicked ass woman to basically be in charge of every goddamn thing. And then it caused envy, it caused strife, and all that bickering and tattle. I mean, busybody, tail-bearing shit, man. It says, glory not in the dishonor of thy father, for thy father dishonor is no glory unto thee. See that? So she's sitting on live talking about some baby Rod this and all this. But you laid down with him and had a baby. So you trying to destroy his image, but you make yourself look dumb. You sitting here trying to make it seem like you gonna get an advantage. Don't nobody want, you can't be trusted. That's what the nigga woman fail to realize. If you're able to throw your own man underneath the bus, who the fuck else gonna mess with you and deal with you? It says, glory not in the dishonor of thy father, for thy father dishonor is no glory unto thee. For the glory of a man is from the honor of his father, and a mother is in dishonor is a reproach to the children. You see that? And that's pretty much it. It's like I didn't even mean to make this video this long. But, Lord's word, y'all was edified. If any of you so-called women that's in this truth, man, and you act like this, and you got a lot of shit going on like this, Lord gonna destroy your ass too, man. That message on the wall.